everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Steelers going up against the Broncos.
Okay, Larry, we are located a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Denver Broncos. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Second down following the run. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
All right, now look at 56. Look it. Here we go now.
Again, it's Bell. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
On the carry, it's Cook. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Again, it's Cook. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up third and about 6.
All right, here we go.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick, and he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly, read the football, and went and made the interception.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The insistence of speed at every position is really seen at the defensive end spot. These guys in the old days were often outside linebackers. They just pushed them forward because they wanted to play fast and get to the quarterback or the running backs quicker than ever before.
The slot man in motion right.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll drop the throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. Spins past it. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They run it again with Cook, twisting away. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. A give. This is Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, Cook. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Watch it now, Barney. Now let's go.
Peterman now to throw on third down. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. It's the Chargers out to an early lead. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And tough starting field position here. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And the wideout in motion. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now let's go. No, check.
They start the drive with Cook. Cook stripped, the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah.
Three yards to go here on 2nd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
And, Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now a give running right. It's Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They go play action now. Peterman. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the first down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a first down.
And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Now a first down carry by Bell. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. Now back to throw. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Off the play fake. Here's Peterman. He's going to let this one go deep. Got his man. It's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Steelers' offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back to Denver right after this. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Taken in at the 22. They'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And Denver getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a biggest. To the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On first down, Peterman. Flush to his right. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. The Broncos in the hurry up, trying to get to their positions and get set quickly. Second down, Peterman. And this is complete to Zach Miller. And a nice gain of 21 yards. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They run the counter with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. Would be a long field goal try from here as they try to hustle to the line. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Now, you folks don't know what you're missing. Missing Larry Ridley. Ready to get back, though, to this Week 2 matchup. Let's get to it. On the NFL scoreboard, they are in the second up in Seattle. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 52 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
On the ground, it's Cook. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. And they bottle him up again because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Whether it's what we call an even front or an odd front, and an odd front's real easy to figure out. If that guy is lined up over the nose of the center, typically that's an odd front defense. Odd number of people, meaning 3-4 versus the 4-3, which is an even front. You've got to control those guys in the middle. Whether it's the nose or the 2 defensive tackles in a 4-man front, if those guys can't get moved, you cannot run the ball in the middle of the field. And in that play, they were able to actually take care of business.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, and this is taken in at the 5. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A gain of 39 that time.
Let's go! Green, 39!
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Steelers have now made this a 1-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the... ...24-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They'll throw on first down with Peterman. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
From the pistol, they run it with Cook. Spins by. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's brought down after a good game. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that was a great example of what we've been told from the time we first put on pads as little guys in the backyard. Effort will be rewarded if you keep giving it. And how about that run? Broke through a couple of tackles, refused to go down, legs churning. I like what I saw there.
From midfield now, here's Peterman. And a sideline pass. That's caught by Thomas. And he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They go play action here on first down. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
They'll set up a throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Bell sheds him off. Room to run past midfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield across the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. They'll go again with Bell. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And he motions the wide receiver. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Peterman. Sanders has it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. In the red zone this time.
Watching that, Marty's party. All right, here we go. No.
Now Peterman on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Here we go. Green, back there, Philly, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's McDonald. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. He'll look to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And taken right on the 30. Look at the dance and the juke. And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. And he brings brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the... Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Here's Peterman to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now Peterman. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Getting the ball is Cook running left. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Peterman. And Jeffrey's got it. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Left side, Cook. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Defense showing blitz. A toss to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Peterman. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Bud Dupree in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. And now out come the Steelers. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. 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 Hurry up. Hit the ball over. Over. Good.
Here's a give to Bell running left. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That good for 19 at a 1st down. Very much in range for a tying field goal as they hurry to the line.
Detroit. Detroit. Here we go. No. Jack, Patriot. Detroit. Detroit.
Now Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Sua Cravens with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Denver, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.
You